Alright, hey, welcome back to the stream. Today we're going to be diving into Reactor. We're going to use Reactor to make ourselves a glitchy percussion sound. So this glitchy percussion sound, I've already started off with the basic modules that we're going to need. So we're just going to hook them up. So we're going to have our pitch. We're going to have our noise, and we're going to take them and we're going to make a glitchy percussion sound. So first things first. So today we're going to be doing a full experimental building a glitchy percussion loop in Reactor, and there's going to be no drum samples, no presets, just pure synthesis, and let's see what kind of chaos or noises we can make. So I've dragged in some modules that we're already going to be using: our note-in, oscillators, mixers, VCA, and Mix 4. So now we're going to take that and we're going to use our ADSR envelope to shape those sounds. So let's grab our sounds. I'm going to feed them into our mix modules. We're going to feed them out of our mix modules into our VCA. I'm going to add the gate. And then we're going to feed that out to our final mix. So let's test it out, see if it's working. So I don't hear anything right now, but I think that's because the volume's down. So now we've got a sound with some percussion on top of it. We've blended in two different sound sources, which is our oscillator and that, but we want them in separate channels. So I'm going to remove the mix module and redo our connections. So we want these on separate channels, so I'm going to connect that one to the left side. And I'm going to connect the pig noise to the right side. And we're going to reroute the VCA to the end. Actually going to grab a different VCA, one to the left and right input. Then we're going to route that out to our sources. So it's going to look something like this. And we're going to re-enable modulation. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so we got a sound with some noise onto it, on top of it. So now, let's get this to be a more percussion-y sound. Gonna shape it with the envelope. Less sustain. Want to be more hit-like. Attack very low. Release. There we go, we got a percussion sound. Something that sounds similar to a snare. And there we go. So we can take that, we can go ahead and save it. We'll do a save as. We'll call it our snare. And then we can take that and we can record it in. So it'll look something like that. Can choose our tempo. Make sure our metronome is lowered and record in our snare sample. Okay, so we got a snare sample. I'm liking these three. And then we can take that and we render that to audio. So let's do it again. Okay, now we got our audio snares. We can go in, we can fine tune, and we can now cut these up into individual snares, sounds that we can use in our productions. So sounds pretty cool. So I'm just gonna make a little loop out of it. We have an individual snare, like so. You can move it onto the grid, like that. And we can make a little percussion groove out of this. Okay. So let's just test it out. Just a nice little 4-bar loop. Okay, then we just gotta make sure it's the right tune, like we tune our sounds. We can add a little pad on top just to demonstrate what we can do with this. So I'm going to go over to my pad selection, grab a little pad. just duplicate our sections. We can actually take the first part we made, like that. Okay, now we have two sections. So we can extend this, add a locator, and we can play it from the beginning, like so. Okay, I'm going to actually move these sections so that we have two unique little sections here, like so. And oops. Zoom in. Okay. Then we'll take this section and we'll put it here. We're just trying to make a copy. There we go. Okay, we can extend that loop now. And we got a basic sections for a track. And add in a little bit of a progression here. Okay, so that's the first part of our progression. We would go on and so forth and just build up our progression over time, and we would end up with a full arrangement. This is just for demonstration purposes to show you what you can do with sound design and how you can incorporate it into your productions. So, didn't look like it was recording. Let me just do that again. gonna actually undo and do that again. Okay, so we got our part, and we're gonna call it a wrap for now until we come with new sections. And that's it. So hopefully you learned something from this session. Remember, we built out our sound using just Reactor as our base to create our percussion sound. We then saved that sound, and we took it and we used it in our percussion to make a snare sounding percussion sound. And then the finished product sounds something like this. So there you have it, from scratch to a full production. Be sure to check out my other masterclasses. Be sure to check out my masterclass, link in the description below. And if you would like to dive deeper into sound design, and I do these streams daily, so stay tuned for more sound design challenges every night. And yeah, let me know if you want to dive deeper. Links in the description. I'll see you tomorrow in the next live stream. Peace out.